So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Hansta Education. So in this video I am going to discuss about how to find out the time period of a simple pendulum. Okay, so here it is the steps. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to identify the equilibrium position of that simple pendulum. Okay, first of all you have to identify the equilibrium position of the simple pendulum. Okay, this is very important thing. You have to identify the equilibrium position of the simple pendulum. Okay, then next you have to find out the tension in this equilibrium position. Okay, you have to find out the tension in this equilibrium position. Okay, then now you have to find out the G effective, and G effective is nothing but tension at equilibrium position divided by the mass of the pendulum. Okay, then finally the time period of the simple pendulum will be 2 pi into root over of L upon G effective. Okay, this is the tricks to find out the time period of a simple pendulum. Okay, so first of all you have to identify the equilibrium position, then you have to find out the tension in this equilibrium position, then you have to divide this tension by mass of the pendulum to find out G effective, then finally your time period will be 2 pi into square root of L upon G effective. Okay, so let's see an example. Okay, so let's say it is a vehicle and a simple pendulum is attached on the ceiling of this vehicle. Okay, and this vehicle is moving with the acceleration a. Okay, and we want to find out the time period of this simple pendulum. Okay, then how to do that? Okay, so first of all we have to identify the equilibrium position of this simple pendulum. Okay, so let's say at equilibrium this pendulum makes an angle theta with this vertical. Okay, at equilibrium this pendulum is making an angle theta with this vertical. Okay, since this vehicle is moving with an acceleration of a, so we have to apply a pseudo force of ma in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is the pseudo force in the direction opposite to the direction of acceleration. Okay, so now we have to here mg will be downward and the tension will act in upward direction. Okay, so the free body diagram will be something like this. This will be tension, this will be mg in vertically downward direction, and let's say it is ma. Okay, since this angle is theta, so this angle will also be theta. So now we have to resolve all the forces along this two direction. So I resolved this tension in this direction, so it will be t cos theta. So resolving this tension in this direction, it will be t sin theta. Now for the equilibrium of this pendulum, t cos theta will be equal to mg and t sin theta will be equal to ma. Okay, on dividing we will get tan theta is equal to a upon g. Okay, so now t cos theta is equal to mg So now t into cos theta will be how much? Let's say theta is p upon b, so cos theta will be b by p square plus b square whole root over, so it will be a square plus g square whole root over is equal to empty. From this we can find out t at equilibrium to be m into a square plus g square whole root over. Okay, so now t upon m will be your a square plus g square whole root over, and that will be nothing but your g effective. Okay, and now so time period will be 2 pi into L upon G effective, so it will be 2 pi into L by G effective is nothing but a square plus G square whole root. This is the time period of this simple pendulum. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.